not
Oh,
your video, Twitch. Still not loading. Whatever. I'm gonna wait for it to load while I watch Panzer do something.
watch what?
Panzer's showing the secret of how to get any pet from level 1 to 25.
Oh, are you talking about in
Warcraft.
Pokemon? Oh,
Oh yeah.
Warcraft.
Seems you can only do this thing once a day, but if you do the pet battle things in Pandora, it has this special thing where your pets get a shit ton of experience. So per day you can level one pet per day from 1 to 20. That's actually really great.
Okay. Welcome to the Isle. This is an attempt to show off what I have learned so far about the Isle, which is considerably little. The longer you're alive, the more points you get in order to go to your next tier, is what I understand. You have various calls that your dinosaur can use, and I am lost. Well, technically you're not lost if you don't know where you were in the begin with. Since I was not near water whenever I started out, I am not lost. I am currently exploring in an attempt to find a home that I can begin hunting and drinking and not dying of thirst like I am right now. And we will see what happens if I can manage to find a place with water. I'm on a empty server right now with AI, so I'm hoping that this means that there will be AI dinosaurs on this empty server that I can eat. Sadly, I don't know if if the AI even functions like that right now. I do think they should have herds of animals, things like that. But people would just complain because it takes away from the PvP part of it. I don't think it would. I think it would make it more interesting because you don't know who's a player and who's not. And if a predator acts like a predator and a herbivore acts like an herbivore, it'd be a lot of fun. And to be able to tell the difference between player and non-player would be easy because you would just look for the people that are gathered around who do not match up in species. But before I die completely, this is what I've discovered so far. Insert brings up this menu here, which is, you can see what you are. I'm a velociraptor. It gives you coordinates, so your position, the direction you're facing. You have your bleeding level, which every time you get hit, you bleed a little bit, because tooth and claw seems to rip through flesh pretty easy. Then you'll have your progressive growth. Right now I'm growing at a 1.0 rate, which has given me 6 points. No idea what I need to hit the next tier. My health, a hunger, thirst, and stamina levels. And then of course it goes on to give you more basic information. We'll turn that off. N turns on your night vision if you happen to be a dinosaur that can see in the dark. You have different calls you can use. Not for sure what that call is, but I can look while I'm sitting here dying of thirst. We have all the way down here. Do 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 do. We have a voice broadcast, which is just a roar. A standard roar is number 1. 2 is your friendly. 3 is a threaten, and a 4 is help. Let's check this out. 1 is broadcast. That's just a roar. 2 is a friendly. 3 is a threaten. I can see that being threatening. And 4 is a help. And yeah, that definitely sounds like you need help. So, that's interesting to know. Hopefully we can find somewhere to where we can start drinking before we die of thirst. If nothing else, this will give me an opportunity to make a herbivore and have no one trying to kill me if the AI doesn't actually function correctly. Hopefully there's water in this. I've also noticed trees don't really exist here, which means I am not actually on the map. So I have no clue where I am. Could just be that it's a private server, or it could be that it's genuinely just broke if you create your own server. I don't know. I may have to actually go into a game and hope to God they have some AI so I can eat. But as of right now, I set that up as best I could. There's a feature called Growth, where literally whenever you spawn, these stones in the ground are mountains, which is retarded because a newborn baby dinosaur is bigger than a stone, or at least big enough to fit in your hand. Yes, this grass is mighty high, but I think that if you are tiny enough to where the shallow grass that comes up to your ankle is like running through this crap here, then you should still be able to see where you're going and not die instantly. But that's just me. I'm pretty sure I just made a complete circle around the grass plains with no water hole anywhere within a million miles of. Oh my God, is that water? No, it's a shadow. We got excited over nothing. Another big help is if you're not blind.
I pulled up some videos for you.
Well, thank you. Aren't you just a pain in my ass? Let's close you. That was our wonderful computer deciding to say, hey, I'm here to tell you all about things that you didn't ask me for. Hasn't worked in 3 months, and now suddenly it starts working. I don't know what Microsoft is trying to do. And still running. Still going. And I'm completely gone from the world. Swear, it's like there's nothing here. Wish there might possibly be nothing here. There's more damage taken. How much health do I have left? 60 of 150. Woohoo. Oh, rest of the commands. You move around with your mouse, ASD. Mouse 1 is your bite or your attack. I don't know what other kind of an attack a dinosaur would have, but you have a right mouse button too if you need it for something. F is kind of like a hiss. Which is a different kind of shout. Don't know quite what that is. You got R. G is to pretend that you're hobbled so that you can draw something in closer. If they think that you're dying, they'll get in close, then you can take it off and jump on them. Z changes you from a walk to a trot, which is slightly faster. Shift is sprint. And then of course C is duck, crouch, or stalk. Now I can move to the edge of the grass, be low enough for people not to see me. And then once they're good enough, I can sprint in and get them. More of an ambushy type of predator. Being a velociraptor, I'm guessing I'm an ambush predator. I don't really know. I do know that if you're squatted, my God, do you disappear in the foliage. And I've seen videos where people say if you squat and hop up and squat and hop up, it's a sign of truce. I don't know how true that is. I have no idea. There is communication on the server. You can press enter to be able to talk to people. I don't know if you can go global or group. I do know local still works. And the map is huge. It's been referred to as a combination of Skyrim, large, and a few other games that are very, very, very large that can take up to 30 minutes to an hour to cross. So the map is definitely massive. This is both good and bad. If the game is restricted and there is no NPCs that you can eat and hunt down, this puts in the fact that players, you got about 100 people, if you're lucky, to populate a map that can literally house 2,000-3,000 people easy. And you have to hunt them down and find them, with zero chance of being able to sniff them out. There is no scent system, so you can't really sniff out your prey, which is what an actual animal would do. The tracking system, you'll notice that you leave behind footprints. What happens if footprints are in foliage, or if they've wandered far enough away for the footprints to disappear? You can no longer track them, so you no longer know where your prey is. So as a predator, you literally get nothing to go on unless you spot them, duck, and move into position slowly. But do not forget, prey animals are hella fast. They got massive amounts of stamina because they are, like in truth, in real life, they are big on preserving their energy from their food because they have to eat constantly due to the fact that plants do not have a high energy content. So when they do burst, it's a pretty good time. Looks like I died. Let's try out an herbivore this time. Maybe I'll have a higher chance of living. Maybe I won't. I'm in the same exact position. Yeah, this is a jacked up looking critter. I don't know what it's called. Let's look. A piscitaco. It's a taco. Don't ask me to explain what a taco is doing here in the Jurassic period. But as a taco, you have to a taco. You have to find plants to eat. Due to this map being broken that I created, I don't know if there's actually going to be any food here, so I may have to hop over to an actual map. Let's see what happens. Different calls for this guy. He grows up to be a very large version of himself. Same look to him, same weird hairy tail thingy. Not for sure where he goes from there. But we will try this direction, toward the green trees. Not those green trees, but those green trees. And see if it's the exact same thing as what I'm doing right now. Let's speed up a hair in hopes that we find food or water. Beyond that, the game is entirely about exploration and trying to figure out where your ass is and how to get to different places to hunt, stalk your prey, and to eat. It is 100% a survival game as a dinosaur. You don't get guns, you don't get explosives, you are a dinosaur. You are a living weapon. Or you are a living cow. Something like that. This particular critter here, you can see I can actually pick up speed a lot further and longer than what the Velociraptor can. But it does drain your water. Your thirst goes up pretty quick. Food's still going down, but it's not like horrible. Now on the live servers, I've managed to find 2 people in 3 hours of gameplay, which resulted in 3 people killing me instantly. Don't know quite how to play yet. Mostly I was searching for water and I was almost dead. You could say they gave me a little love bite, which instantly destroyed me. One of them was approaching me when I died. Your mouse wheel will zoom in and out. If you zoom all the way in, you take a over the shoulder camera, a little bit further back you can see, and then you zoom all the way out. You can different views. The camera's real goofy right now. As you can see, you just swap over the shoulder when you're up close. But it does give you a good view of the skin, which is amazing looking. I think they did a really good job on the models. They even move extremely fluid. I don't see anything that would even represent a plant fiber food, because you can't just eat grass. You have to eat a specific kind of plant. If you could eat grass, then I would never have to leave an area. I'd stay right there and just start hollowing out the area for the water. I don't know if there's weather yet in the game. Haven't encountered any weather. I have encountered a day and night cycle, which is why you have your night vision. Otherwise, if you're using that during the day, it looks like this, and it's blinding and it's god-awful. At nighttime, though, it's a wonderful thing, because the screen is pitch black, as though you're sitting here with the computer off and sounds running through your headset. It actually doesn't look like time is moving, so I don't think I'm actually have the server set up correctly. But yeah, you saw how close it looked from a distance, and we're still going to the same location. I might die before I get there. But if you imagine seeing a dog run at top speeds, it can clear a mile pretty quickly. And this critter right here is supposed to, I'm guessing, be fairly fast, because you're able to outrun some of the huge dinosaurs that can cover 20, 30 feet in a single step. So if you look at it for mileage, I'm betting we just went 4 or 5 miles. And a trot's actually fairly fast. Even a horse moves pretty quick on a trot. And your walk, dear God, that's so much slower. If you want to see how I'd move in real life, it'd be about like this. But that's just me being funny. I don't know. I think there's only going to be one person watching this video, so I don't know if anyone's actually going to make any comments on it. I would love to be able to play this game more, but I don't know how to find prey. I must be missing something, or I've lost myself. Because it's like, I look at this, and we literally have no progression. At least with the raptor, I had progression. I had 2 points by this point. I have nothing on this guy, so I don't know exactly how you're supposed to do this. Maybe the predators level differently through time. I don't know if you level through eating as this guy or not, but hopefully we get to see. Now that I know how to draw that up, which took me 2 days to figure out how to do. Because I didn't just go through mashing keyboards, because the first time I did that, I really got myself killed a lot. And got myself stuck in situations that I didn't know what button I pushed. Okay, we've hit the woods. All we gotta do is continue going this direction, and hopefully we'll find water, or plant matter to eat, or something. We're actually looking for a fern looking thing, or a tree looking thing. a tiny tree looking thing like a sapling. And I see nothing. Yeah, and that entire time I was using stamina, so yeah, stamina is definitely slower going down with these guys. See, it's not even real. It's like the models are there, but they're not tangibles. I'm seriously thinking this thing that I made is really not working at all. But this has been my problem in the majority of this. It's the lack thereof and the lack of finding. What's this I see? More hills and nothing. No NPCs, no interactable environments other than hills. Trees don't even exist. And no water. We got this. If I go between this and I find out I'm back at the start after going this one direction. Yep, trees don't exist. I know it's time to swap to an actual server. I wanted to do this up just to show off some of the stuff, and I may still be able to. I'm going to try to recreate and see if I can put it in experimental. I've ran out of stamina. Oh, wow. More empty space. Oh, G. Or H. H. H pretty much gives you into a rest mode, which allows you to regenerate stamina faster. Slows down your hunger. And slows down your water usage. See there how fast my stamina is going up. My hunger is 4, my thirst is 4, so my thirst is doing surprisingly well, considering. Hit H to get back up, and let's start walking again. Why am I limping? Because I hit G. From a bird's eye view, I see nothing. I think they got the water usage a little too high. And the food possibly, because creatures living, breathing, is that water or it sticks? Yeah, that's just debris. I still want to go over and check it, but I don't know. Anyway, I think they have it too high because you should be able to migrate to an extent. And you should be able to migrate to a water hole, at least, from your birthing spot. This is ridiculous. They need to have you start out near water, if nothing else. Or maybe I just don't know how to use it yet. Maybe there's a scent or some other feature that I have yet to figure out. As I go through these, there's night vision. All this crap here. That's commands. And that's it. That's just stupid. What about over here? Does any of this stuff do anything? That's chat. Oh, yeah. Jump is spacebar, of course. Alright, let's go up and over this hill, see what happens. And this is pretty much what the game is. May not seem exciting, but you get on there with enough players, it's actually kind of interesting. Roar of dinosaurs around you, you got small calls, big calls, predators stalking everything, prey animals desperately trying to eat and survive, hiding and dodging and weaving. I don't think this thing is even populated with water. I just about killed myself right then. Yeah, and you have battle scars, as you can see there. I actually got scarring on my body. It looks like something attacked me. But it didn't. But it sure does look like it. Yeah, I got a broken bone. So now I'm hobbling without trying to hobble. You can heal up, but you have to be fed and watered. So I can literally sit here and wait to die. And then you'll see here, progression allowed in 42 seconds if you have enough points from being alive. At the end of this, you're able to press progression and swap to your higher end tier, or when it says to safely log out, you can log out, and you will not be stuck there waiting for this timer to go down with you gone and letting somebody eat you while you're gone. It's just another way of, like most games that you play online, you have a countdown to say whenever you're able to log out. Same thing with this game. You can see here we have tier 2, and you'll even have dependencies. I have to play as this character in order to do this character. All these characters have to be a Dryo, and then Triceratops, you have to be a Diablo character, whatever that, Diablosaurus, Trigonberter, Pachysaurus. The Ankylosaurus has to play Apache, and the Stegosaurus has to play a Diablo. Gallimimus, nothing seems to have to play. And then on this one, you have to be... Oh, these are also tier 4s. You have to be a Maiasaura, and for the Puartasaurus, you have to work your way up. This looks like it's the only tier 5 right now. So you have to be a Shan, a Trike, a Stego, and then an Anky, and then you can become this thing. So tier 5, you have to play a long time through a lot of shit. So let's exit. Well, pig shit. I don't know if this is still going live or not. Looks like it is. Let's see if the aisle brings it up. By the way, loading, crap, takes forever. All in all though, for the fun of the game, 5 being normal, average, 10 being amazing, you can't put it down, and 1 being so horrible that you wish that you would have stabbed yourself in the eye, which would have been more fun, I'd give this game a 5 for enjoyment. Okay, let's try this out. We've got no information on any of these, so I can't tell you. Scooby Shack, no growth. This one has AI, it's the Isle version 3. Ah, see, here we go, tests and the Isle. There's one I was playing the other night. Jurassic Groot. It was the winter number 2 is what I was playing on. 35 of 100. That one right there. No, this one right here is the one I was playing on. I don't know if they have AI on or not, but there's 77 people playing it. This says it has AI. I want to check this out. See if I can actually find something in here. If I can, amazing. Then I'll know this game is already more amazing than a lot of the other crappy survivals. Alright, now let's go to class selection. Do I want to be or do I want to be? Basic observation time. Once this thing loads, come on, you can do it. I'm telling you, you can. Just load. Poke you in the eye. I'm gonna do it. There we go. Okay, from what I'm looking at, in the future you're going to have more herbivores and more carnivores. You can play as humans, survivors, or mercenaries, and primitives, tribals, or cannibals. Looks like it's going to be a very, very interesting setup when they get it all done. I don't know what I want to try out first. I'm going to try out a carnivore velociraptor. Just to see what in the hell is above me. Holy crap, it's my mom. No, it's a... what is it? It's a dinosaur. Right here. Okay. It's 2 dinosaurs right there. Is this water good enough to drink? No, you cannot drink out of this water. Nor can you bite that guy. That or I'm not powerful enough to bite that guy. I don't know which yet. I think those are actual people though, and they just haven't loaded. No one said anything. One other person online. Oh, this is how you invite people to group, block them, whatever. It's going to end up being a very long video of me just blabbering on about stuff, I'm betting. I don't know how long it's actually been. Let's check this out over here. Let's see if we can't find water. There's water. Just can't drink the water because it doesn't exist yet. We're about to encounter a tree, see if that exists. Considering somebody had leveled up, I'm going to assume that things do exist. I'm already at 2 points of progression growth. That's amazing. Trees exist here, so that's a bonus. I'm hearing a lot of bugs in the background. Don't see any water sources yet. I'm assuming, like in real life, water source is paramount to survival. Just because you need water. But not just that, but it would also be a watering hole for many animals, because usually in nature you can scout out where several animals will come in and they'll keep following the same path, beating down the terrain. Sometimes they'll just kind of disperse inwards, and then you can pretty much stalk them, lay in wait, and then when they arrive to drink, you can put them down. Only problem here is, what happens if I go in for a kill and it's being stalked by something bigger? And yeah, that does happen. At least I've seen it happen online, in the game, in the videos. I think a lot of times people will actually just put these videos up and converge on one another as part of a video. Because every server I have seen, it's empty. 99 people online, and it's empty. And water usage. I've noticed the water usage is really down on this too, compared to that private one I made. Sorry. I heard a change in footsteps. It freaked me out there. I was like, wait, is something stalking me? For being an early alpha, this game looks beautiful. The skins on the dinosaurs look amazing. The animation is amazing. It looks like their biggest problem is going to be hacking out the environment, the bugs, and I hope that they desperately hope they add in some NPCs that you can hunt down. Packs of animals that you have to help chase down. Find dead animals that you can scavenge. Anything just to keep you going as a carnivore. Kind of makes you wonder how they're supposed to survive if you don't have a good water source anywhere. I've got to be missing something. I don't know much about the game yet. There's just little things that I've figured out. That's just cool to me. As being a dinosaur, it's just neat. It's like, and you got that toe going on. Shoot, it's like Jurassic Park all over again. And being a Velociraptor, you're standing probably about, what, 6 to 8 feet tall, 7 foot average. And the thing can jump higher than its body. That's just sick. I mean, this guy is evil. He'd tear you up. See, there's food for a herbivore. And I've seen a lot of food for herbivores. Look at all this. There's food. Food. Now if we can just find water. More food. I'm thinking I may have to play an herbivore just to be able to survive. I don't think the AI works on this. Sucks. Oh, no. I got excited. That wasn't it. That was a tree branch. Now, as for how to survive, that video will come up once I figure out how to survive. Ah, check this out. Looks to be some kind of a compound. So that definitely tells you that they're planning on bringing in humans. If we're lucky, we'll find a bathtub full of water we can drink. Let's check out the compound. Or hell, if they add in a human or two, that'd be great too. Just run them down and eat them. See, this is spooky. This is like Jurassic Park right here. Dinosaur comes charging into the humans area. That had best be some kind of a huge delivery door. Because according to this, I'm like half an inch tall. Yeah, I think I'm far smaller than I thought. See, like that looks about right. You come over here to a doorway. I'd be up to like I'm literally like the size of a big dog. According to this. Because the handrail's right there, usually about waist high. Judas Priest. I'm a midget dinosaur. I'm not a velociraptor, I'm a tiny thing. That's terrible. Okay, so the base of this tree is just elevated because it's the wrong tree on the wrong terrain, maybe. Hopefully. So we're leaving the human terrain. That is not a good hangout spot because there's no water anywhere near it that I've found. I'm probably looking wrong. Maybe I'm looking with cross-eyed and dimpled forehead and confused expressions of how the hell you do that? Actually, a pretty good little valley. Now, if only we could find a river or a lake and some nesting dinosaurs. Or dinosaurs that aren't nesting and just wandering. Maybe some herbivore eating randomly as an NPC. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I could see me and a friend or something going to town on this game. Luckily, one of my friends has purchased this game. Now we just gotta find a way to play it together. And with the third person who purchased this game and plays, we'll have a 3-man crew. And three wolves can take down some pretty big prey. Imagine what 3 raptors can take down. Or 3 T-Rexes. And here comes the damage. You can't eat that. You're not an herbivore. Nor does it contain water. Because green grass and lively trees means that there's no water within miles. Grr. Come on, at least in real life you could smell water. I'm friendly. I'm friendly. Fuck it. Help! Help! Show me water. Help! Show me water. Sun shafts. Beautiful in this game, actually. They did a good job. Graphically, the game's amazing. A little bit of sprinting since I'm dying of thirst. when I die, we'll see what if the herbivore starts out in a better position. Oh, haha. See, that's how they see it, the herbivores. Sometimes they're blue like that, or they look kind of off. That is a big meal ticket. Through here, it shows you all the different meals. Lots of food for the herbivores. Now, if we're lucky, we can run across water and an herbivore. I don't see it though because there's only one person on the server. Definitely tell the sun's fixing to go down. And we found water. Now we can rest for a little bit and see if we regain any health. And we're regaining health. Gorgeous. Now if we can just find some food. In and around the water. To be honest, this is the best I've ever had. Best time I've ever had on this game so far. Usually I don't get this far. I normally don't find water and food. I found water, but no food. I mean, don't get me wrong, this thing is absolutely beautiful. I love this game. It looks amazing. Almost at full health. I'm at 11 growth. I wonder how you can tell. Let's see here. Maybe it'll tell me how much growth I need to go to tier 2. Let's wait and look. I'd like an idea. If it's 100, 200, that would be nice. Oh wow, it's already 10:37 at night. And I'm expecting somebody to be here like 2.5 hours ago. $30 points. So we need to get up to 30 points. And we have 12. Oh, this is going to go quicker than I thought. if we had food. Like this would be perfect for my herbivore. Kind of want to be a T-Rex, honestly. I have a feeling we're only going to be able to be an herbivore unless we go to that higher population server. Which I am down for. This is one of the few PvP games I think I could actually enjoy. Can't swim yet. Late in the evening, going on night. I'd like to say I'm sitting and wait for something to come up here and eat, but I genuinely don't think I'm going to have that opportunity. I probably should have just let myself starve. But yeah, this is pretty much what you're looking at. The more population server you have, the more food you have. If you're lucky enough to find people. The only bitch I have about the game is they desperately need to add in NPCs, and they need to add in a lot of them. Fill this stupid thing out with some life. Because right now it's just an empty, lifeless forest. Probably need to raise the requirements in the game considerably if they do that, considering how big the maps are. And I don't know how well lower end computers could handle a lot of HD graphics, but it's a work in progress, and we'll see how it works out. Right now, from a oh god, why did I do this, to a I'm very pleased with my decision to get this, I'm going to say I'm very pleased with my decision to get this. The potential is amazing. One more look at the drinking animation. Call. And lastly, the stalk position, which is C button or control, and then the rest position, which you recover health, stamina, the walk, the trot, the limp. I've actually seen birds use that, so that's not too big of a surprise. Alright, let's go look for more food, and I will turn this video off and let you guys have a wonderful day. That's what I know so far. If I figure out how to do anything else, I will make another video. Good luck, have fun, and peace out.